Well, hello. How's everyone's? Happy Saturday. What are we doing today? We're going to do a whole bunch of stuff today. But what I'm starting out, we had a whole bag of limes. Y'all remember I made lime curd? Delicious. I know. So, we're now doing the second thing with the limes, and we still have limes left over. If this turns out, I may use the rest of the limes and do this again. But this is small batch. Y'all know how I love to do that. We're going to make some lime marmalade. Y'all too? All right. Let me turn you around and I'll show you where we're at. All right, look it. Y'all did not need to see me do the prep work. This is 1 pound or 500 grams of limes. So I just took the whole limes, put them in a bowl, measured them out, 500 grams. It was just a little tiny bit over. You wash your limes, cut them in half, juice them, and then take the halves that you've juiced and let them soak in warm water overnight. I let mine soak for a couple of hours. It's fine. You should get about a cup of lime juice out of all those limes, and indeed, I did. I got exactly a cup. So in this pot, what I did was I then cut off where the stem goes. That part of that lime is always really super hard. So I went ahead and just cut that off to make sure that there wasn't anything really hard. If there's any blemishes in your limes, you need to go ahead and remove those as well. And then you just take the half limes that have been soaking, cut them in half, and then just start cutting them in little strips. And you see, they're little strips, right? There you go. Okay. You take a liter of water, all of your lime juice, and then put all of your lime rinds in here. We are going to bring this up to the boil, turn it down to a medium heat, and we are going to let this go for 1 hour. Yes, you heard me correctly. 1 hour. Yeah, these rinds are tough, y'all. They need to cook, really cook down. Now, this is a recipe that doesn't call for any kind of pectin. Yeah. It's going to jellify all on its own if we do everything right. I'm a little nervous, I ain't going to lie. A little nervous. This is the first time I've done it without pectin. So, y'all come back in an hour and we'll show you where we're at. Because once this goes down for an hour, we're then going to add the sugar and we're going to cook it for another 30 to 45 minutes. You don't have to stand over top of it. You need a really good, heavy-bottomed saucepan. These are my Emerald Lagasse pans that my mama gave me because she loved me. I love her too. Anyway, you need a good pan. I wouldn't go too far away from it if I were you. I'm just saying, it's sugar. Yeah. Anywho, y'all come back in about an hour and let's see where we're at. All right, my babies. We basically boiled this for an hour. I put in our cup of sugar, brought it back up to a boil, and now we're going to keep it kind of on like a medium thing like this for the next 45 minutes. I'll try to come back in like 15-minute intervals and we'll check and see where we're at. But right now we're super liquidy, as we should be, right? That's the way it's going to be. It's just supposed to cook down, and we'll see if we can get her thick. All right, we've got about 18 minutes left before we've hit the 45, and this is kind of where we are. This is the third time, I think, that I have stirred it between then and now. So we have about 18 minutes left to go, and we will see whether or not it passes the test, which is we'll take a little bit of this out, like I've taught you guys before. We'll put it in the freezer, let it cool down, run our finger through it just like we would if it was pudding, and see if it keeps that line. If it does, then we know that it's gelled enough and we can jar it up. All right, babies. We are basically at it. So what I'm going to do is I'm really going to turn it down. And the reason I'm going to really turn it down is because I'm not going to stop it from cooking just yet. We're going to put some on a plate. Because if it's not done, I don't want to bring the temperature down and then have to bring it back up again. So we're just going to turn it down a little bit more. We've got a little bit right there. We're going to go put it in the freezer and give it a few minutes. All right, babies. I believe this is done. See how it holds that line? And it ain't moved. There we go. All right, well, I guess it's just time. Let's give it a little taste. Clean off the lens there just a little bit. All right, let's see what we got. That's going to be a no for me, dog. That is so bitter. See, it doesn't always turn out, y'all. I'm just telling you. I realize limes don't have as much pith as oranges do, but I thought about that when they said just to cut them. This is super bitter. I don't like it. I don't like it. I know it didn't burn. I didn't scorch it in any way, shape, or form. See, this is why we do small batches. Because sometimes this crap just don't turn out. I don't like it. I think it's the piths. I think what I need to do is I need to do this like I would marmalade and just get the green parts. That's what I think. I might try it again. I only really wasted a cup of sugar. We might try it again. Come back for part 2. This one was a fail. I told you it happens.